Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. Okay, today we will start our group discussion, which is the topic that we get is zero waste. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Fatin Nur Shahira binti Nasaruddin, metric number 205585. Okay, Najwa, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Najwa Ashkidaminti Ezani and my metric number is 208113. Next, Bidayah.
My name is Nur Bidayah binti Abdurrahman and my metric number is 207944. Next.
My name is Fatin Amira binti Jasman and my matrix number is 206418.
My name is Cawan Abdul Hakim bin Cawan Ahmad Syahid and my metric number is 205362.
Okay, so all of us had introduced ourselves. So let me tell you first, what is it? Zero waste. So zero waste is a set of principles focused on waste prevention that encourage the redesign of research life cycles so that all product can be reused after it. And according to the Wales Assembly government in 2009, zero waste is a final point of aspiration where all the waste generated will be used or recycled as a such without the need for any landfill or power recovery. So, is it hard to practice zero waste in Malaysia? That is a question here. So, as for me, it is easy to practice zero waste in Malaysia because, like what we know, our government have doing a step that using a reusable item, like using a reusable bag for shopping, or they will charge you for a plastic bag in supermarket. So any of you want to give another opinion beside mine? Najwa?
Yes, in my point, I think that it is difficult. I agree with the statement that it is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia because I think it is almost impossible for us to require household to reduce the consumption of waste products such as plastic bag, tins, and so on. It is because if you can see nowadays at supermarket stall or anything, they already sold something that already packaged, that already in a package. So um, usually if we go to a supermarket or stall, we always find something that already in package. So that we use at home, such as Milo, sugar, and salt. So when our mom or our family members went to grocery shopping, they will buy lots of things, and most of them will already in a plastic bag or in a waste product. So in order for us to move forward zero waste lifestyle, I think it is quite difficult. So what do you think, Bidayah?
Sorry, but from my opinion, I think the zero waste lifestyle is actually easy for us to practice it in our daily life because when we say about zero waste, it doesn't mean like we have to reduce waste or recycle whatever we have, but actually zero waste lifestyle is have many steps that we can take, and actually we can practice it in daily life, and it's not quite difficult or wait. And for me, the steps to the step to we practice zero waste in lifestyle is like we can reduce or refuse the things that we doesn't need actually, like Najwa said earlier about plastic, right? Plastic, we know that plastic is many we can find it in everywhere and anywhere, even in the dustbin or in on the road actually, and it's actually is not good for our environment because it contains a lot of chemical things. So in practice zero waste lifestyle, we actually can refuse to use the plastic actually. Like we when we go to the supermarket, we can bought our own basket or our own paper bag or something that it is not plastic. For example, for plastic bag, for me, um, for me, to practice zero waste lifestyle is not difficult, and we have to practice it. So we have to practice it first, and it will be easy for us to continue it. So what do you think about this zero waste lifestyle, Fatin, Amira?
Okay, from my point of view, I agree with Shahira and Najwa's point. For me, zero waste concept is quite difficult to practice in Malaysia because first of all, uh, before we do all the steps, yeah, we need to change our society mind or behavior, um, because uh, uh, the mindset of this society to aware with the importance of this zero concept to themselves is still poor. Um, like Najwa and like Najwa and Shaira said just now, Malaysian people usually will, you know, when in the weekdays, in Saturday or Sunday, right, we do not in supermarket and they do not provide it the plastic bag for the customer, and we have to buy it. So instead of we uh, we bring our own bag, they they like to just buy the plastic bag, and that's the easiest way for them. So we have to change their mind that plastic bag is very harmful to our our earth. So um, so for me, it's so difficult because uh, that is uh, our norm to buy food or anything else using plastic. So that's why I I think that zero waste lifestyle is very difficult to be implementing it in Malaysia. So what do you think, Cik Wan?
Um, my opinion is I think zero waste is difficult to do in our lifestyle because how can our society do the thing that our leader or our government not take serious about the zero waste. Like our government policy that can use the zero waste as a goal of national goal. So our society may take this not a good and like our government plan like use 3R, like use, recycle and reduce is not go a new step. They have been end up with the billboard at highway. That's all. That's all. Our government need to do a new step because the zero waste lifestyle is so important to our society, and it may it may use usually I lost my word and
Okay,
then
sorry to interrupt, Cik Wan. Okay, that's why I think the best way to teach our society to practice zero waste in our lifestyle is from the root. I mean, like from kid. That's why teachers in school have to teach students to do recycle, reuse, reuse like that, those things. So it is easier to practice more, because in school we learn to do something new, so it is easy to practice and make it as a habit, something like that. So I think it's better if we teach from the root. That's all from me.
Yes, I agree with you, Shahira. Because this is my experience. I am ex kelab rekreasi dan alam sekitar at my school. So what they do is they do many things and programs that want to make people be aware, be more aware about our our earth right now. So, but for me, all the program is not working uh, on me and my friends because they didn't take it very seriously. I think because when the program finished, that's all. They stop at there. They do not what we call it. They do not practicing it. Um, so like Shaira said, we have to realizing our society from the root. And our education system must include the I think the program or subject about our what we call that, about saving our earth
Zero
lah.
waste.
Zero waste,
Yeah,
saving
zero
our
waste.
earth. That's very important for students to learn it at school. So what do you think, Najwa?
Okay, based on my point, I think I agree with Cik Wan's point, which is he said that our government does not take serious action on zero waste. Uh, when Shahira said that our government charge 20 cents for each plastic bag, I think that it is I think that it is not an efficient way for us to ask for the society to apply zero waste lifestyle, because 20 cent is a low cost for them, so that it is does not affect them so much. But if Fatin and Shahira said that just now, zero waste should be practiced from the school, I think that uh, it is not we cannot practice from school, because even at school the school canteen also use plastic when they sell food to the students. So Bidayah, do you want to add something?
As for me, I agree with Najwa because, like to practice zero waste lifestyle, it not depends on government or teachers or schools. It's because to take care our environment, this depend on us. Depends on our attitude. If we love our environment, no matter what it is, we still can we still can make the movement to reduce the amount of consumes and consequences of waste. So, actually, to practice the zero waste lifestyle, we can to like composting, buying second hand things. So, that is like we tend to avoid to avoid to buy a new things. Like if we have something book or electronics or whatever that we are think like it's no longer working for us, we do not have to just throw it away and just throw it and doesn't need to responsible for it. And for me, to practice a zero waste lifestyle, we can learn to repair something or trying to save the things that are broke and just reduce what we use, and especially if you are not using it. Um, for example, the wasted food. Like actually every day we throw some food, right? Or if um maybe we can like when we eat the balance or the something that we cannot eat, like so we throw it away, right? But actually the what we say that trash the trash from the food, actually we can compose it, and we do not have to throw it away. Can you understand what I'm saying right now?
Yeah, like using it as a fertilizer, right?
Yes, yes.
Fertilizer to plant.
Yes. And as agricultural students, we have to know it more and try to practice it in our life like that. So that's all for my opinion. So Chikwan, do you have anything to speak?
Uh, I want to add something from Shaika point that we need to teach this zero waste lifestyle from the root. This is because it's more easy to teach the zero waste lifestyle to the root from the root because the student or the student at school will eat or like what I say there is more time they spend in school uh, better than from out the school. This is the main point. Motivating the student to use like trash to do compost for fertilizer and use the bottle. We use bottle to do like um, we can use to planting the tree and something like that. So this is school need to step up with the something like this for our student to think about trash is not to throw out, not to throw out like this because they can prevent to do the material, to use the material to do something like what I say for this. That's all from my opinion.
I think that after I heard all of the points, I want to change my stance, which is I think that um, zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia is not difficult, but it is difficult, but it is not impossible. Because we can implement it from the children, so that when they are becoming an adult, they will um, use to the situation.
Yes, I agree with Najwa. Because like when we thought about recycle, right? When we think about recycle, um, all things we have uh doesn't mean that we can recycle it, right? So instead of we recycle the things, we can reuse, or otherwise we can donate it, something like that. Just for example, the plastic, right? The plastic, we can use it for a long time. So instead of we throw it away, why don't we donate the plastic to the others who want to go to supermarket or whatever, to everyone that needs plastic, so that we can reduce the use of plastic.
Does anyone have anything to say before we end our discussion?
No.
I think no, because I think all of us have state our opinion.
So I would like to sum up the main points of what has just been said in our discussion. I think that all of us, as for me, I am partially agree, and all of us, I think that partially agree to that statement. It is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia because of the. It is difficult, but it is not impossible, because if we want to practice zero waste lifestyle, 100% in our life, but I think that it is impossible because we still use plastic bag in our life, not just plastic bag but other waste product. So um, we just need to take a little tiny step forward toward the zero waste lifestyle. That's all.
Okay, thank you for participating in our group discussion. So I will end the discussion. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.